Electric cars are amazing to drive. They've got instant torque, smooth power, fewer moving parts. So why are repair bills and insurance premiums so high? Today, I'm going to explain what's really going on in plain language. No hype, no internet drama, just the actual mechanics and economics behind the cost. In this video, why EVs cost more to repair after a crash, what makes insurance companies nervous, and what's likely to change over the next few years. And by the end, you'll know how to avoid the biggest cost traps and what to look for when you're choosing your next EV. So, why insurance premiums are high right now is a big question. Insurance is based on two things: how often claims happen and how expensive the claims are. EVs don't necessarily crash more often, but they do cost more when they do. So why is that? Well, because more expensive components sit close to the common impact zone. So you've got these large battery packs that are under the cabin, high voltage wiring along the floor rails, there's sensors in the bumpers and mirrors, and there's structural aluminum requiring specialized tools. EVs are still new. That means they've got limited repair data, and insurers price it with uncertainty. And uncertainty is expensive. One of the biggest hidden costs with EVs is the battery pack. The battery pack is the single most expensive part of the car, and a small puncture, some internal short, or even suspicion of damage can really mean a full replacement. Often that's going to cost 10 to 30,000 depending on the size of the pack. And that's why EVs get totaled from impacts that gas cars would normally just have repaired. Not because they can't be repaired, but because it makes no financial sense. And then there are all the sensors that are there to help out with automated driving and driver assist systems. Every modern EV depends on cameras, radar, and ultrasonics to run driver assist features. If a sensor mount shifts even slightly, it has to be recalibrated. It is often sitting in some dedicated bay, and it needs specialized targets and software. A cracked bumper isn't just plastic, it's a precision electronics job. And here's something else to think about. Design choices can quietly drive repair cost up. There's something else going on when you think about design with EVs. Traditional automakers refine body design for modular repair. So they have smaller, independent exterior panels. There's usually logical breakpoints where you can blend paint in a local or small spot. And the trim and glass, well, they don't normally have to come off for minor fixes. Many EV manufacturers have taken a different path, and they prioritize clean styling, aerodynamic efficiency, and simpler production over repair costs. So the cars have fewer seams, which looks great, but they have larger uninterrupted body panels. They have tighter integration of sheet metal. The lights and the trim are all tied into the body. As an example, some EV trucks and SUVs use one enormous side panel from the front doors to the tailgate. That looks great. It helps the aero, it makes the car look clean, but if you crease the corner in a parking lot, well, you're in for replacing a massive single stamping. You got to remove glass and interior trim for access, and repainting an entire side of a vehicle so it matches is very expensive. So what used to be a small repair can become a big ticket job. Materials, structures, and repair skill are all things that are different when it comes to fixing EVs. EVs make heavy use of aluminum, high-strength steel, and structural adhesives. That's great for weight and for range, but they require factory-approved procedures and certified technicians. High-skilled labor equals high labor cost, and supply right now is kind of tight. So this will improve, but right now the ecosystem hasn't scaled. Over time, all of this should get better. We've seen this with hybrids, aluminum F-150s, and all of the early driver assistance systems. As EVs age as a category, we'll get more used parts that enter the market, more shops will get certified, and labor times will normalize. Insurers will learn what's risky and what's not, and automakers are already shifting to more repair-friendly panel layouts as real-world data comes in. If you want to manage long-term costs, compare insurance quotes before you buy. The same model can have big differences in premiums by zip code. Check the repair network availability because some brands have far better local support while others really have nowhere local to repair your car. Look for modular body design and understand where the sensors are placed. The little things can matter when it comes to taking it to a body shop. Choose high deductibles if you can. It will lower your premiums if you rarely file claims. And be realistic about risk zones. Garage parking, dash cams, and space in the grocery lot all will help you. So, what's the big takeaway? Well, EVs don't cost more to repair because they're fragile tech toys. They cost more because their more expensive parts sit right where the damage happens. Repairs still require specialized equipment, and some of the early design decisions favored aesthetics over repairability. That will all change and probably faster than most people think. And if you found this video helpful, check out my video on how EV range actually works. It pairs perfectly with this one. This is Wrench and Reason, where we explain how modern cars actually work. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.